Welcome again, and thank you for being with us as we have a discussion about your career here at Kansas State University in hospitality management and degree completion. By the end of the time together, I hope that you will determine whether K-State Hospitality Olathe is right for you. We're going to discuss the next steps to becoming a K-State Olathe student, and we're going to answer your questions and hopefully get rid of some of your fears. We know that you have some issues. Because what I've learned over the last 18 months is that a lot of students come in with questions and concerns and fears about degree completion. We're going to help you get through those before you get started, and then we'll be here with you the entire degree. Our goal is at Kansas State University Olathe is to find out what your career and academic dreams and aspirations are and help you meet those. We're going to celebrate along the way. You're going to have many points of success, and we're going to celebrate those each and every one. And I'm certain there will be a few obstacles with life in general, and we're going to help you overcome those as well. So a brief overview of my career and why that's important as we go forward. Understand that I grew up on a family farm. I grew up in Southwest Kansas. There wasn't room for me on the farm, and so I moved out into industry. And I went to Kansas State University majoring in hospitality management. And from there, I did an internship at the Broadmoor in Colorado Springs. To show you how little this world of hospitality is I went away to the Greenbrier in West Virginia, another 5-star, 5-diamond resort. And I worked there for 3 years. The best part of that was I met my wife of now 25 years, Michelle. And we went from the Greenbrier back to the Broadmoor. The gentleman who is now the general manager and president of the Broadmoor was a manager of mine at the Greenbrier. So the world is very small. What I'll tell you and continue to tell you is to never burn bridges. They will come back to you. While at the Broadmoor, I was at the University of Colorado at Colorado Springs. And during that time, I was working and going to school at night. So I can empathize with what you're doing right now. Went on to Purdue University to get my PhD because I did not want to ever have a glass ceiling that says, you can't do this. And I thought I might want to teach at some point, so I decided I was broke, already had children, and Michelle and I made the decision together to go to Purdue and to get that degree. I'm never sorry I did it. Went on to Iowa State and taught there for 3 years. And then moved closer to my wife's family in the Shenandoah Valley. For 9 years, I taught and was director of the program at James Madison University. I then decided to go back into industry because I'd never been a general manager of a property, and I wanted to have that opportunity. So I was given the opportunity to work for Chick-fil-A and the family that owns Chick-fil-A by managing an 80-room, 100-acre retreat center in Rome, Georgia. Moved there, did that for 7 years. And then had the opportunity when Faith, my youngest child, had gone off to college to come to Kansas State University and kick off this thing called hospitality management at Kansas State University, Olathe. So I tell you all of that to let you know that I do have an empathy for where you're going. And I understand that our goal in this whole process is to take you from someplace down here, either the light blue or the gold, and help you get to the gray and ultimately become the general manager. Now, your organizational structure may not look quite like that, depending on whether you're in a full resort, a large hotel, or you're in something like a limited state property or a food and beverage operation. So you're going to be down here. We're going to give you the skills and the opportunity to move up to this area. And honestly, these positions probably do not need a bachelor's degree. In fact, you're working in them, or you know people who are working in them, and they may have an associate's degree, or they may have no college whatsoever. Once you become into this yellow area, depending on the size of the organization, they're going to be looking for more of those skills, the associate's degree, the bachelor's degree. And then ultimately to end up in the gray, most of the individuals in this area, as well as the general manager, will have a bachelor's degree or potentially even a master's degree based on studies we've done and research we've seen. So our goal is to help you get from here to here. That's what we're going to teach you to do. I will tell you that most individuals either come up through rooms, the rooms division, food and beverage, or possibly finance. But most individuals as a whole will come up through operations, and that's key a long time ago, and it's still key today. So we go through all of this, understanding that Kansas City did a study and they said, what does industry want? And they want these things. And you're already focused on the customer. You're displaying courage by even thinking about going back to school. You manage complexity in your life and individually. Our goal here at Kansas State in Olathe is to help you demonstrate business insight, cultivate innovation, build effective teams, and interpret and apply data. So the advantages of our programs, you're going to apply these skills. You're going to come in, we're going to talk about something at Kansas State during a class, and then you're going to go out that week and apply it, whether it be conflict resolution or a facilities issue. You're going to apply that, and then you're going to come back, we'll be able to have that discussion, and you're going to grow that way. I have a great relationship with the hotel and restaurant associations here in Kansas City, and that relationship will help you build your career and that network, which will help you be successful. You'll get immediate use of learned skills, as we talked about. We have an exceptional student service support center here under Kim and her team. They're going to help you answer those questions when you're saying, but what do I do here? They're going to be there for you. I gave you part of my background, and the reason being is I want you to see that I do have industry experience. I have worked in the industry, and when you take classes through Global Campus, that will be the case as well. And then understand that whether you're in Kansas or Missouri, you have the same tuition rate here at K-State Olathe. Whether you're in Wyandotte, Johnson, Miami, Cass, or Jackson County, all the same price. You're going to pay one price while you're going to school if you're here at K-State Olathe. We're certainly hoping that you will apply and go to school here this fall, but if you want to wait until the spring or even the summer, those options are available. You just need to reach out to us. Most of you will probably have over 24 credits and are a non-traditional student if you look a lot like the students that are currently in our program. But if you're not, we can help you do that. Just apply through Olathe campus and realize that Kimberly and her team will help you if you're thinking, where do I click, what do I send, and where do I submit? You're going to have your transcripts. If you want me to review those quickly so that we can look at them and give you an idea. Hey, Brett, I think I've taken 40 credits at a community college. So, and it looks like then I'll have 80 credits yet to go. Awesome. I can make that possible for you. But your official transcripts must go to Kansas State University. You'll have to email those or fax them if you're still old-fashioned and want to do it that way. But have the company, and those must come from the college you attended. You just can't send them a copy. Financial aid, we are working on scholarships. We're trying to make that all possible for you. But just understand that that's not guaranteed, but we're doing everything in our power to make sure that there are that money is available in as much as possible. Here is a quick look at this hypothetical system of graduation. It's really small, so don't worry too much about that. You'll have an opportunity for you and I will walk through this, and you'll look at where you take your classes, whether they be at a community college, GC, which is Global Campus, and that's Kansas State's online version, and or at K-State Olathe. But just understand that we've got a plan, and we'll work that with you. If you're wondering whether a class is going to transfer or not, you're going to go out and Google K-State transfer, and you'll find that you can put in the school you're transferring from, and you can just select a program of interest like hospitality management. I'm using Johnson County as an example here. I'm not endorsing them. I'm just telling you that I know that one works. And for example, if you were taking English at Johnson County, English 121 will come across as Comp 1, and that will qualify for our English 100 expository writing. So when in doubt, which class you want to take, you want to look at this transfer agreement and look at that. Now, you may not find that there's transfer agreements with every college and university out there, but we will look at every class. So we're happy to evaluate classes that don't show up here. And you say, well, I think I've taken English, but it's not showing up because I went to this school in Tibet. Okay, well, we can look at that. We may need syllabi, and we'll try to make that happen for you. I want to thank you very much for the opportunity to spend time with you and to talk to you about K-State Olathe. Here's my phone number. Reach out. We can get coffee together. Send me an email. Let me know when you would like to get together, and we can do that. Again, we have pictures of our current students. We started in the fall of 2018 with 5 students. We now have 15 enrolled in our program for the fall of 2019, and we hope by the fall of 20 or before, we've doubled again. So our goal is 30 to 35 students by the fall of 2020. Thank you, and I look forward to talking to you. Have a great day.